Yep.
It was a long day.
One of those.
Back up at leaving at 6:45 this morning.
Well, 2 more matches and we put a bow on Junior Nationals for the women for the 16U and junior divisions. That is Amie Hartman. Came out in the cowboy hat, wrestling in red for Idaho, and her opponent, Mia Cienega from Washington, Everett. Cienega, number 10 in the nation at 190. Hartman, number 6 at 235. I don't believe 207 is on the national rankings. So, a bit of a catch weight.
Lots of hand fighting here.
Getting towards the end of the first minute of action. 2-on-1 for Hartman. Cienega, looks like they were pointing at her, potentially could pick up that next passivity. There's the whistle calling for blue action. And here comes the passivity warning. It looks like that was the second. So 30 seconds on the clock, that is your activity clock. Cienega has to score to get rid of it, or she'll concede a point to Hartman. Hartman can score all she wants, and that clock keeps ticking down. Halfway through the first period.
Hartman staying in control with that overhook.
Yeah.
Head position there.
And she goes for the arm spin. Slip was called by the chairperson, so back up to their feet they go. Looked like that arm spin was a little bit loose. It wasn't tight enough to get the full rotation, but sometimes you end up creating something out of that.
Looked more like an arm throw. Stopped our motion and keep our feet running. Got to keep that feet running, keep that pressure on them, be able to come back on top.
Right. Excellent insight. As now Hartman gets a passivity warning. I believe her first, because usually with about 36 seconds left, they don't call a passivity that will start a clock. So Hartman has that one passivity warning, or I mean the one passivity point off the shot clock, activity clock. I'm going to keep messing it up even if I explain it 100 times. So Cienega has to keep her composure. Second period. Whoa.
Oh, there we go. We got loose on that. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, back to the arm throw. And we're going to hit the end of the period. At the second period, with the passivity warning on Hartman, as long as Cienega can control center reasonably well, you got to figure if there's no other scores, Hartman would end up going on the clock. And then you got to figure out, the defensive moves. You can't get complacent. You can't stop moving your feet. But you get that point, now it's 1-1. Now you're in the lead. Now your opponent has to wrestle from a deficit. Might open things up a little bit more. All right, second period underway.
Hartman continues to control this tie. We've got to see a lot of action from blue here.
Yet it is possible to get a second passivity, but they're going to go red there, yes. So now Hartman's on the clock. She needs to score or she will trail. Via criteria, big club there from Cienega.
We like to call that heavy with those hands.
They're getting after it. Nothing yet.
She's facing her on bottom. Trying to defend that. You got to face her. Drive with that double.
Oh, who gets the points? They called 2. Did she break the lock? If she kept the lock, then she's good. And I think Hartman held on too long there. So the point for the expired activity clock. And then in on the double, Hartman went for the throw, but unless you if your opponent initiates the attack and keeps that lock, which it looked like Cienega did around those legs, then they're going to give the offensive wrestler the one that initiated those points, which is what they did. Which is how we got to 3-1 here. 90 seconds, and now things opened up a little bit.
Now we know Hartman's going to be going after her.
That's right.
She likes this position from that overhook. Looking for that arm spin, arm throw.
Yeah, that's her bread and butter. She's gone to that when she's needed to score, when she's wanted to score. To Cienega make the adjustments. She probably knows in her head somewhere that that's coming.
Oh, in on a single?
Yeah,
oh, we got it. Single in the air. Can she finish?
Reaching for that trip. Goes up front. Can she recover? She does. 40 seconds. Hartman takes the lead, but there's time. She hasn't won yet. Oh, I think Hartman came down on her knee. She might need injury time. Ooh. That's a tough one. If you take the lead and then you bang yourself up, now you're thinking in your head, I'm this close. I can't get hurt now.
This can change the momentum of the match.
She's got to not think about that injury. Just think about the next 33 seconds. She's going to get through it one way or another. Meanwhile, this is a reset that Cienega is going to help her.
This could benefit her. Catch that breath. Have her clear ahead with her coaches. Talking game plan here. If I were her coaches, I would say stay away from that overhook, underhook position.
And I would scoot kind of away from their opponent so that nobody's hearing you either, maybe. But I guess that's their corner. So Hartman has to grit this out. This is going to be a battle of will. Can't think about that knee. And if you're Cienega, you got to do what you got to do to win, whatever that is.
30 seconds.
Hopefully the adrenaline takes over now. Neither one's thinking about anything other than their positions and trying to finish the match. 20 seconds now. This is the adversity she got to battle through to be a Fargo champ. Cienega driving
15
forward.
seconds. She's got to go.
Hartman circles.
Blocking her off here. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hartman holds off. She gets the dub on the busted knee. She limps to the center. Cienega, great tournament for her. But Amie Hartman is your Fargo champ. 207.
That was a battle.
Yeah, when those 2 points went on the board to make it 3-3.